Hello, procrastinators! This week, Shin Megami Tensei 5 exists again and is coming next year. Apparently, the Nintendo Switch confirmed that it can just about run Crysis, and FIFA 21 revealed its cover star, Football Man, on one of the worst covers I have ever seen in my entire life. Look at it! This is real! I have never seen a cover scream my Adobe CC subscription ran out, so fuck it, I'll use Word before, but there it is. Actually, think about it, what is the worst cover of all time? I won't go back too far, old covers, you know, that's cheating, and also Ashen's is USP. So, sorry Kong, not this time. I mean, the American version of Ico is pretty bad. I mean, it's the one where he's about to twat a massive ghost with a bit of 2x4. But then again, American covers are cheating also, I feel. Amnesia's a good example of that. The EU cover, you've seen it before. Dark, moody, hinting at the horror. The American cover... yeah. Angry Duck. It's about as subtle as Mrs. Brown's Boys. That, for some reason, the rest of the world just treats Americans as idiots. I wonder why. Anyway, worst cover. Well, Arkham City's Game of the Year edition has to be up there for looking like a shit magazine with somehow more words than a Control-Alt-Delete comic written on it. But the true winner of the worst cover is Akami for the Wii. And you're looking at it now and you're wondering, why? Looks nice enough. Well, no. Zoom in on its mouth. And yes, that's an IGN watermark. They stole their own background from IGN's website and didn't remove the watermark. If you've got that game for the Wii, you have that version. Superb work there, Capcom. Anyway, shit covers aside, let's talk about Xbox. This week, Xbox had their big game showcase thing, showing off the latest and greatest games they've got coming for the Xbox Series X. They started with a pre-show, which I couldn't actually find for a while, where they revealed that Dragon Quest, subtitle, is coming to the Xbox in December. Exomecha, a free-to-play shooter, stars very shiny robots kicking the shit out of each other in really quite bland environments. Tag yourself, I'm man riding a missile into battle. And Watch Dogs Legion got a new trailer that asked the question, which will be released first, Watch Dogs Legion or every single member of Ubisoft senior staff? Echo Generation was up next, less wearing Stranger Things' inspirations on its sleeve and more wearing Stranger Things' skin as a suit. Hello Neighbor is getting a sequel since 10 billion children brought the first one after their favourite YouTube pond scum screamed at it in a video sandwiched between an apology video and a blackface video, and then it was time for the lights, camera and action of Balan Wonderworld, a game from lead Sonic programmer Yuji Naka and Sonic's designer Naoto Oshima. Interested to see which way this one goes. It could be another Sonic-style masterpiece that divides gaming forever, or it could be another Nights into Dreams. And that's only remembered by insane people in padded cells who believe that they're just sitting in a normal house watching YouTube right now. The freaks. Right, that's the pre-show done. Now on to the main show. First up was Halo Infinite, a series that I don't value in the slightest, not for the quality of the games, but because they have a license with Mega Bloks, which is worse than no license at all. This 8-minute feature was really trying to push the Halo 1 nostalgia, the landscape, the colours, the music, the really quite shit textures, and the poor looking AI. All classic Halo. Just a quick note to self, close the comment section. Thank you. State of Decay 3 was up next with a shouty lady doing a shout. Forza Motorsport has cars but no numbers in it, and Everwild is the next game from Rare, but what it actually is beats the hell out of me. Don't Nod, the creators of Life is Strange, Vampire, and I can't remember their first game, gave us another look at Tell Me Why. It's a Life is Strange type thing with modern young people, all of whom I hate. However, this time around, it features a trans man as its main character. That's right, yet another game starring a man. Apparently Don't Nod worked with GLAD. Apparently Don't Nod worked with GLAD to really nail the key points of the trans experience in this, namely, the ability to see ghosts. Anyway, if you like Life is Strange, this looks like more of it. I'm tempted to buy it. I mean, I'm not going to play it, but I just want to bump up the sales figures so that Graham Linehan has something new to hate wank to. Anyway, Ori is getting a 120 FPS version on Xbox Series X, which is nice. I suppose, honestly, I don't see the difference after 60 FPS. And The Outer Worlds is getting a big old DLC in Peril on Gorgon. Oh, and Grounded can nope right the fuck out of here. Actually, yes, the fuck back in. Grounded has a superb arachnophobia mode. It's a slider. Splider. No, actually. That basically slowly removes spider features. So, you know, less legs, less fangs, etc. Until it's basically just two textureless hitbox spheres. That's perfect. I love that. Anyway, next up is Obsidian's next big RPG, Avowed. Not much shown, aside from a few so well worn they've got holes in them fantasy tropes, but it's clearly aiming a bow and arrow right in Bethesda's face. For the younger viewers out there, Bethesda was a company that used to make games and now makes mistakes. Avowed is set in the Pillars of Eternity universe, so Obsidian don't have as much background lore to write. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I wonder if they're going to do a Fallout Elder Scrolls thing where they're going to jump between this and Outer Worlds for the foreseeable future. As Dusk Falls reminded me of a Quantic Dream game because it's made by one of the old developers from there. Hellblade 2 devs announced that the game is set in Iceland. Yeah, that's the whole announcement. And everyone stop what you're doing! Because my boy Tim Schafer turned up with fresh footage of Psychonauts 2. This was, unsurprisingly, my game of the show. The level was set in the psychedelic mind of a brain in a jar. Just a brain in a jar. And the brain in a jar, of course, has a voice. That voice is Jack Black. And, of course, he sings a song that I have genuinely been listening to all morning. And all you have to remember about Psychonauts is this literally mental LSD trip of a trailer is just one level of this game. One level. I'm so excited. The downside of this trailer was the pushback of the release date to 2021, but you use that Microsoft money, Tim. You take your time and you polish this thing to a shine. I've waited a decade. I can wait a year more. Maybe 9 months. 6 tops. Actually, on that note, anyone up for a long Psychonauts live stream at noon UK time on Sunday? I might as well finish that complete series while I wait. Anyway, right, then we had... Oh, Destiny 2, fuck that. A Stalker 2 was revealed. Again, with a 2021 release date that it will 100% not hit. Warhammer 40k can have a dark tide too. In 2021, Tetris Effect, the best Tetris game, is getting multiplayer for some reason. Come on, we can get through this. The creators of SteamWorld introduced The Gunk, a game about clearing up after Linehan's hate wank. Just going through it. The medium is still Silent Hill, but not really. Phantasy Star Online still hasn't learned how to spell fantasy. Crossfire X trailer, and I'm not making this up, had a slowed down dramatic version of X Gon Give It To Ya, and finally, they revealed a brand new game set in the Fable universe called Fable. Fable is such a weird series. The first 3, okay, 2 for most of you, but fuck it, I love 3. The first 3 games were brilliant RPGs with quirky British humour and the ability to get STDs off all the local barmaids, and then they just kept fucking it up by not making it right. The next game after 3, Fable Heroes, was like a pop vinyl-looking beat-em-up for families. It was just trash. Then Fable The Journey was a fucking on-rails shooter for the Kinect. Christ, then we had Fabled Legends, a game so apparently terrible that Microsoft shut it down before release and killed Lionhead off completely as a result. And then a couple of years ago, there was a free-to-play Fable card game called Fable Fortune, which you've not heard of because it was just Hearthstone. So now finally, Microsoft returned to the series properly. Now sure, it's not Fable 4, but it's called Fable. So just make it an RPG that literally never went wrong. Hang on. I'm getting a news update. Let me just read this. New Fable is reported to be an MMO.